All right, everybody. This is Don. Kingdom 362 on the GunMuse's account, and we are in 2RR, Rogers Raiders. This is a new kingdom. It's not the newest kingdom. Another one just came out. And you got people who, after 2 weeks, are already trying to spawn into the next new kingdom. Repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again just will not get you further down the road. Uh, so, what we're doing here is I'm slowly putting people into the alliance. We're taking the time for those that are willing to put the effort forward to show them how to utilize that effort. So, one of the things I'm going to do here is show you how to go a little faster. Now, this is a repeat video because I did a computer update and it changed my sound input on my video software, and I recorded 40 minutes without sound and didn't double check it. That's why you need to double check your work and not ignore doing that even when doing it. So we're going to look at my guards first. All right. Now, you see all them green numbers over there, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to show you Madame Brutal. All right. Madame Brutal plus 37% to trap attack, plus 33% damage to the cavalry. Cavalry does the highest damage when it attacks you, and your stationary traps, because there's 3 different types of traps, will now do 33% more damage. This is a very powerful green card. All right, and no one else will tell you that. I found it out by sheer accident. I got a whole bunch of these drops. I leveled her up. I left her on one of my little farms by accident, and my C30 hit my C17 farm and lost 8,000 troops on traps. Traps are dangerous, okay? But if you don't support the traps, they're a waste of time. So the conventional wisdom you'll hear from everybody else who's been playing forever and ever and ever is they're a waste of time. Well, they're not a waste of time. They're just not productive alone. So I now look at the traps, and then I actually go over to the airship, and on my assign abilities, the defense tab. I don't know if you guys saw this up here if you're one of the new players. Attack, defense, gathering, beast mode. Okay, beast refers to any player versus environment event, with some exceptions. Okay, the exceptions being the attack tab is used in expeditions on Tuesdays, which is airship day. You have the abilities; those are fairly obvious. Some people miss these things down here. All right, these are the parts. All right, and you see, brand new accounts only, I don't know, what are we, 8, 9 days old. I already got these things at +3s and on blues. So it's got to be a 15 to engage all 3 lines. So if I open up this one, the 3rd line's not going to be there yet. Just don't have the airship or the stuff up there fast enough to do it. Because if you watch any of my other videos, you'll see that when you get the spirit mines, this thing over here, level 16, once that is open, you get up to level 2, and you farm level 2 like it's a religion. Step out, and we go and buy. Boom, boom, boom. I shouldn't have stepped out. Redeem. Scroll up. VIP. All right. We are going for VIP 8. We'll open that up, and you'll see that right now, I'm at VIP 7, so hey, I'm killing critters out there bunny busting 30% faster to get there and back. The guys already kind of like that when we do Red Guard camps, because you jump on to my rallies and we zip out and zip back, and then I'm usually starting another rally before somebody's even can even get their march back. Okay, but for what we're looking for 8, one, I look for battle skip. There's a lot of us who play in the Catacombs that are looking for that. But the extra March slot. Okay. Your other March slots are research. Okay, in your combat tree. Now, I've got all mine open up, and you can see I've already maxed out a bunch of my combat. And I'll tell you where I really go for is getting these speeds up. You know, it's a tedious thing to wait for those marches. So you see me already maxing out these march speeds. And then I'm going to be working on this more beast march speed here for it. But I already got the third troop formations. We'll go over that in just a second. And then march capacity is going to be important for getting further in expeditions. It's for getting further in the mines. March capacity is a big number. If you can't throw more powerful stuff at it, throw more bodies at it. Okay, so, and then you see march slots 3. I'm going to have a level of 20 academy and then get through all that other stuff. So I'm heading over there, and even that's a 5-day research, guys. I mean, it's a big one because the 5th March slot is very powerful. Let's see what I got going on here. I got nothing going on. I'm out here BSing with people, being lazy. Okay. So why are march plots so powerful? First of all, we're going to go over here and we're going to look at the farm. A few details. Got 2 people in the farm. This is sad. All right. One, when you're farming in the farm, the alliance is getting points, which means we build more of the buildings that we need to do other stuff. We need to get up there and get that strategy center done at level 10. I mean, that's very important. Okay. We're at level 6 right now after a week, which is moving quickly, but we need to get to level 10. And how? All right, so I can send gather, and I'm going to just send that march over there. And I really don't need any RSS. I mean, you can see here I got 8 million food out and 7 million wood. And that's one of the reasons I wasn't worried about farming, because I don't need anything right now. We do have built our warehouse store. I think I've already hit my daily limit. I did. You saw it red, flashing red. So I sent my first silver over there. I'm going to start hiding my silver over there every day. Because I won't need silver until the lower mid 20s, 24, 25. I'll start needing more silver. I won't need more than I'm producing at the time until I get up to the 26s. But you don't want to leave $1 million silver sitting on your account, because somebody who has spent $1,000 on their account will come over and steal that stuff, because he doesn't want to spend $1,050 and go buy more silver for himself. The point to them spending money early is so that they can steal more stuff. They look at it as a long-term investment, and there's only about 4 guys, five tops, that did that. And the mentality of some of these guys, folks, they peter out. When the rest of the alliance starts, the kingdom starts catching up to them, and they don't have an overwhelming advantage anymore, it's not fun anymore. Their ego is what they bought. All right, so everybody's doing real well in here, by the way. I mean, I see 50. Everybody's at 15s, which means expeditions are opening up. Got some people just about to proc, and we booted just a couple of people for inactivity, but not many. Honestly, I think we've only booted 2 people in 7 days for inactivity, so it's been outstanding. Like I said, it's early. So, sent over guys of farms. So I'm farming for points more than I'm farming for food. It's not. It's activity that counts towards. Go over here. Alliance celebration chests. All right. These points count towards Alliance celebration. All right. We have 6 hours. We're not going to make it. That's because it's a half a week. We just put our stuff down this week, and this is our first week doing it. I'm surprised we got this far. Really am. We almost filled it out within the week. So the last one is an extra 50 for the Catacombs. Would have been nice, but there's only a couple of us that are up there doing that. Catacombs. You've got to be working on those Catacombs. It is not about today. It is about next month. Okay, but if you don't get started now, you won't be ready next month. Okay, now you see in here, I've already got 1,000 coins sitting up in here. But I can go in here and go parts. And see, I'm already on my cooldown timers for these level 2 parts. Because you can buy these, they're already a level 2. And I do need 2 more level 2 parts because I've opened up slots on my airship. All right. And then coat of arms. You see, I'm actually done buying greens. I got in here early, made the loot, and the green timers are shorter. And then I've opened up to where I can buy the accolades. These are all damage accolades, which are very powerful accolades. Okay. Things I want you to be working on. The guard. Okay. Lady Silver. Right there. I didn't do it because I spent a little money and I've gone really nuts in the hero store, which allowed me to put this Turing up first. Turing is very powerful. He has 2 damage stats on him, distance and cavalry. That's what we were looking for from him. It makes the army that I can take very, very strong. I didn't even have him open for the wolf. Let's see if we can just show that. Now, guys, I want you to go. We're going to go show you the kingdom threat. We call him the wolf. Damage rankings. Now, we got 0 the day before this, or the day of. Like 4 hours before the wolf event started, I had 0 troops. So, and here are all our guys who bought early, right? So they're now zoo. And this sales guy, he's spending. I promise you. And I have a feeling that's the guy that we just booted from us. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Yeah. He's back up in there. So there's Creep. He's a good guy. And so I'm showing you guys these power numbers. 36. What was his? 39s. Because they think the power numbers are important. And it's not 37. See, that guy had a higher power number. He didn't do as well. And then there's me, 15. All right. I'm in the top 10 here. And had I had a proper march, I'd have been somewhere around the 700K mark that day. These guys have all got T7s. I'm running a max of T6 at this point. I'm doing things that I'll be caught up with them shortly. 26. So I'm the weakest guy in the top 10. Okay. But I'm not the last guy in the top 10, and I'm certainly not down in the top 100s. I also didn't switch over to combat spec or do any of that other stuff because I had 80,000 troops in the sanctuary. Is what it is. Okay, so management of time. I am cooking up this castle. It was a 2-day cook. All right, I got 12 hours left. I went and sped up one and killed off a timer here. So what we're going to do is while I'm on and playing, I got all this little stuff, right? all this stuff matters. The reason I've got, you know, 500,000-600,000 in iron over here is because of this little stuff. So let's go find. We're gonna upgrade that. Did I say 9? That says 9. Tell you what, let's do a 7 silver mine first. Okay, I'm gonna hit my help button. Kind of prove a point here. Activity on the help button helps. If you're doing a big long 10-hour cook, doesn't really. Takes 10-15 minutes off. But while you're on and active, if you're over here hitting that help button, like I should be, nobody's asked for help. All right, they're all on long cooks or something, or they're not paying attention and making sure there's something going at all times. So, I got 3 marches going here. So guess what I can do? Tap to join. I'm not taking any artillery, so. So let's look at what I'm doing here. Okay, I've got gathering in the farm. I'm now running an RG. And I'm going to go out here and start knocking off some of my farming quests. Okay. So I'll be farming tiles. I'll farm 2 tiles and the farm. Max, march in the farm, airship in the farm, have it on gather, and we're going to view that because we are 52,000 plus 92,000, which is telling me that I forgot to put my buffs on. And use 118,000. So now we're at 160,000 per hour. You know, we're gathering the food, which will become important as you do the things that you need to be doing. Okay. So we got zeroed the other day. Everybody got in a panic. Guys, hospitals matter. Okay. You want them to go to the hospital first because then all you got to do is click the food that you're gathering up. Now, it's real easy to turn around and click heal all and then log off. But if you just use your sliders and get a 30 minutes worth of troops healing, then hit the help button, and everybody's on and active and complaining about the loss of troops, and if everybody's doing it at the same time, you guys can recover in a few minutes from activity, because the help button will knock out 30 minutes worth of troops in a heartbeat, and all you got to do that is sit there for about 45-50 minutes, putting them in 30 minutes at a time, and boom, all your troops are back. Didn't cost you anything but food at that point. Okay, little pro tip there. It's a technique I use in Ultimate Alliance Challenge. Take off small chunks. Let the help timer works there too. So and since that's an accelerated healing, you can really heal like 60,000 troops in just a few minutes. It's something we'll go over when we start doing UACs as an alliance. Now, catacombs. Got to keep grinding those out. You know, I know I just did it, but I'm reiterating it again. Now, see, I got 47 stamina sitting there, and I'm pretty sure I've burned off everything. trophy things. And oh, looky who's number 2. Okay, so the top 2 people in the Catacombs happen to be in our alliance. Okay. Lord R3 Specs, he might actually be in our alliance. Members? R4. I've spoken to him. I just don't remember. Everybody's so new. I'm sorry. And I'm terrible with names. Your names could all be 9-digit numbers. I could probably remember the player numbers easier. So not in our alliance. But good job overall. Now, so we are doing short cooks because this is going to go under. And what should have took 40 minutes is actually only going to take a few. Now, places where it only takes a few. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Upgrade. Now, reinforcement capacity and timer help in seconds. So, how much help you get every time somebody clicks is important. Plus, the number of times the alliance is allowed to help you. So, 80 seconds, 81 seconds times 19 times. You can get 19 people that can help you. And you'll get that up to like 30. I think it maxes out at 30 or something like that. Plus, there's alliance research, which we do. We do that early because this is helpful. Now, I'm going to buy because I went over by accident. You've got to be doing your donations. And I'll show you why you're doing your donations. Oops. Actually, I'll log in there first to show you. Store. I have 5,240 lines on it because I spend it. Now I'm going to go back into donations. You guys are asking about teleports and spending 2,000 golds for teleports. Well, here's where you get the funds to not spend the gold. And we are going to stop at 350 whatever because it's in 10-minute increments on the cooldown. So if you stop and then come back in 2 hours, you can add more. If you go over the 4-hour mark, you're locked out for 4 hours and you got to be back in 4 hours to add more. All right, so go back here, store, and I now got 16,000 in funds. Which means I can buy more VIP because we're all VIP all the time until we get to VIP 8, get that extra smart slot. And there we are for free. All right. Now, I think my cooks are about 7 hours now. All right. Just in sheer troop quantity, which can be upgraded. Where's she at? She goes not there. Right there. Training capacity. Can add another 90 to that. And then I'm about to upgrade this card so that I can get the extra 270 troop trap capacity per cook there. So it's cooking traps. Because see that the traps are outrunning the troops. So, traps build. Okay. I'm building my first set of cavalry traps, right? In the higher ranks. And remember, with my little Vixen over here, she is going. That's a stationary versus cavalry damage trap. That's actually the trap that is now getting 33% more damage. It really will take about 25% of an attacker's army's legs right out from underneath them and not put them in the wounded category. It will kill them. So it becomes very painful to hit you over and over and over again. And you've got to support the trap method with research, cards, and airship abilities on defense. Okay, you stack all these together, and your traps are very, very deadly. And the more your traps kill, the less troops that get killed, which means you can strike back. All right. So that's why we don't ignore traps. Okay, and we do utilize them versus bubbles. If you're spending money on bubbles all the time, and somebody actually asked what a bubble was, go to store. What I did was I clicked on bag, items, and then there's your normal inventory thing. But there's a store button up there if you haven't seen that. And is it in the war section? It is. Peace shields. All right, 600 gold. They are also in the Alliance store. Actually, they're not. Guys used them up. You guys are burning your loot on stuff. Now they're in the Alliance store. Okay, I don't want to deny you for them, but I don't use them. Okay. I log off in my war gear, and I'm not going to show that on film right now, but you'll see my power number shoot up to the 25s. I log off in my war gear. Feel free to hide your troops. What you do is reinforce them. But here's another thing. If you have, let's go to special, and see this green little thing guy here with the two guys marching. 2-hour march capacity boost. Okay. Now, if I'd have clicked on that, the 66,000 troops I sent over to the farm would have been closer to 80,000 troops I sent over to the farm. All right. So it's 5 hours with 66,000. It would have been 7 hours to gather on 80,000, which means I don't need an 8-hour shield. If you send your troops to the farm, they're just as safe, and they're earning you those alliance points that you were spending on bubbles to begin with. So rather than spend the alliance funds, earn them. Okay, being in the farm earns you that money, and we will. I don't know how fast that comes back. So 16,640. Call back. We'll do that. Oops, wrong one. The one I just did was the 6 hours that was going to be farming that node. So if I go to store, it's not there yet. Okay. I don't know if I farmed enough to earn anything there. But you can Alliance celebrations. All right, that's where you're earning those points as well. Gather 2,000 food in the Alliance farm to get 1 point. All right. These points that you're earning up here. And you're capped at 45, but you also get them in other places. Personal bounties. You see us raising them. Go to my bag. And I think it's another. It might be a special. I'll just do all. It's called parcels. You get them for going to the gates, donating keys. You get alliance funds for donating keys. So I don't know if I have any keys. Let's go back. And I'm going to check that real quick. No, I didn't earn anything there. Open. Donate a key. Donate a key. I do have some keys. Alright, now I'm going to go in here, store. And now I got 19,000. So I just earned 3,000 more points. Alright, donate your keys. You also get the parcels, which I can't find in my bags. Doesn't matter. You don't actually click on those anyway. Alliance. Here. Personal bounties. Right? Now I can't run one right now because, well, maybe it has been 4 hours. Let's, the bounty, yeah, I'm on cooldown. I just ran a big one. Okay. It's a good way to get your airship up. Player XP if you need to get to level 21, and guard XP. Those are the 3 I recommend while you're learning. All right. Until you get your castle past C21, probably should focus in those areas. Now, I just added stuff to the hero store. Go down here, Alliance. Now, the items list. People look at this items list and says, well, I can't buy any of that stuff. You know, it says we got funds up here. Only an R4 can put that stuff in the store. So if you need it, ask for it. If you need some tanzanite to build a piece of gear, ask for it. We won't deny it to you. But there's a method to the madness here. As you've seen in here the other day, I had 4,000 of these raw hope gemstones in there, which means people are buying them and they're adding them to their gear. They're getting their stats up. They're able to kill better critters, which means you get more XP, which means you get more resources. Blah blah blah. It's a big circle, you know. Okay, and then we keep feeding green guard cards in here. So these are the core things to your growth. Now, a single piece of Demon Hunter can be gotten for free. You can earn the coins. Like I got 26,000 coins in here. And guys, if you need more coins, you hit the plus button. And you go through your bags. Like I'm going to hit equipment. And you see I got 20s and all this extra stuff over here that I am pulling out of the shooting gallery. Okay. You come over here, you do your dailies. And I just got 1,500 reward history. I will shoot 2 more times. And I will get like 10,000 fangs and probably 35 more rare frags out of my next 2 shots. I will shoot 3 times and then reset. Okay, and let's look at my pattern. Okay, the speed ups for designs, you can't avoid them. If you get the 16 1-hour ones, it's actually a little better. You get more time out of it. But I've also found that the 16 1-hour ones kind of flip-flop these 2 shots a little quicker. So there's not much randomness to the shooting gallery. What you do is you keep hitting reset. I don't want to do mine even on film for you guys. I got a good pattern going here. So you get 2 coins per day for free by doing your dailies. So it takes you 2 days to get 3 shots. All right. Now, I'm sorry. It takes 3 days to get 2 shots. Or it takes 3 days to get 3 shots. And then you reset, and then you'll get another shot right away. So you'll get a second shot on day 3 because it'll be a 1-shot deal. All right. So because this gets extremely expensive down here. I mean, like where you would take and save up shots for an entire month to get down to whatever the big prize is you're trying to get down here. So if it's worth a month's time, great. But there's nothing in here worth a month's time, I promise you. Especially for shooting for Demon Hunter patterns anymore. Screw that. Spend a little bit of money, buy the Duelist set, and just have these frags drop. All right. Once you get to 17, the clock opens up. I'm going to caution everybody. We are doing the Night Siege for the copper, and it's more than enough books and more than enough copper to fill this up. You are not going to be opening up any of the blue books or the purple books anytime soon. Don't even try. Don't spend your money on it. It's too expensive. You will get the greens, and then the blues will just happen with time. All right, do that. There's so much other stuff to be working on. All right, so we are train 7 hours. Yeah, 6 hours 51 minutes. So things you want to, we say wonders. Go back here. There's my character, right? Click there, go to store, and I could have bought, if I'm going to do, let's say I've decided to burn a bunch of speed ups and build a lot of troops. Go buy the drill drum set first. It is the same as having 20% more speed ups. Okay? If you're going to power level a bunch of research one day because you went in and you bought a whole bunch of speed ups for research or whatever, go buy the book of science, put it on your character, activate it, and you get 20% more. Now later on today, I will come in here, and when I got 2 big cooks, I will buy the architects for reducing the time that it takes to build my next big cook. Okay, because I'm going to be doing a lot of buildings that take 5-6 hours at a time. I want to knock them down to 3 and 4, and I'm going to be in here 4 times during the next day, and I'm going to get an extra building out of my day by doing that method. Don't forget your littles, these outside the wall tiles. Okay, now when you got killed, okay, the first place everything goes is the hospital. Your highest tier troops wind up there first. Then everything else comes over here to the sanctuary. Okay, how fast the sanctuary rebuilds troops. See, mine says 2451. It always says that. All right, that's just not true. That number's bogus. It's something they haven't updated in forever. Okay. How fast these things produce food. You'll notice when you click on this stuff, it adds holy water. When you have troops in the sanctuary, you'll see this holy water rolling up. So as you build up these tiles, you produce more holy water per deal. It is a math formula between the size of your hospital capacity. Hit info. My capacity right now is 44,500. Okay. The 43,000 in hospitals I built, and the 1,000 I probably got in research somewhere. Okay. So since we know it's a hospital capacity, guess what's a smart thing to do? See over here where it says strategist? Lord Winters. I'm going to 2-star him and increase my hospital capacity by 24,000. I should have done that when I was doing the holy water deal. Okay, so I'm telling you now because I forgot. There's a little bit of bounce back between my older castle being prepared and this one being built. Okay, so see, I forgot to put her on to build 90 more troops. But Lord Winter ups the capacity. When we're doing mega rallies, Lord Winter is something you'll have on, so you'll be using that green card forever. So get him done. You're going to use him in multiple ways. So remember how fast we gather holy water. Lord Winters at 2 stars increases that speed. Dirty little secret. You learned it here and only here, I promise. That's a funny thing. Expeditions. Okay, I'm on guard day. That's why I keep having those war cards on versus the building cards. Is I'm trying to get further. This is my first time through the guard cards. I'm already on path 5. So, and the point being is so that I can get more coins per day for free. Like tomorrow when the equipment expedition starts, I will get a certain amount of free coins for how far along the path I am. And then that'll be the same every week. So as I get higher and higher on each path, I get more free coins. And then I haven't, Tuesday's airship was my first. No, it wasn't. The first one was my gear day. So you see, I got 2 completed. I had no gear. Uh, Tomorrow I'll probably be at path 5 or 6 on that. And the worst one, don't get frustrated, is that research one. Even though you saw all that research I had done, it doesn't do squat for me until you get to combat 2. This is a bone crushing freaking expedition day. It just is what it is. And then expedition is going to be your buildings. And that puts us into our banners. You got to get to 15 to apply glory banners. Okay, stats, army, damage. The word damage is always our most powerful stat. All right. Attack is the ability to hit something. Defense detracts from the attack roll number. But when it does hit, damage is just automatically applied. So you combine, if you're attacking something, you would combine it with damage. But there's also damage reductions. So if you want your troops to survive, I think that one, that's troop health. Distance damage received. So I just updated that one. So now, while you're earning banners, don't go past 15. 15 unlocks the coat of arms. We're going to go show you the coat of arms. All right, I just got all these squares filled up. Okay, you saw us over in the catacombs. I'm buying these things up. The greens have the quickest cooldown, so I could get those in quicker. But now that they're all full, as the blue timers proc, I will go grab another blue, make another blue, stick him in here. Because as long as we're at 15, all 3 lines of my blue are active. And every one of my buildings, I believe, is at 15. I got one purple in there because it's castle, and I'm not worried about that extra 1.5% truth health. Just a second. That's why I stuck it on the castle first. But everything else is adding 3s. So now my next set of goals is going from green to blue. Okay, you're doing that through the catacombs. That's why the catacombs again is very, very important. It's free. No need to even buy the daily deals for that stuff. What else do we need to go over on your growth thing? So I got a timer burning there. Now, what I don't want to be doing is going past this 12-hour castle time, because as soon as that procs up, I'm going to go academy first. I'm going to level that up, and then I'm going to do my 4 troop buildings. Okay. That way I can be cooking higher level troops while and then I'm going to go. I'm going to go castle first, academy, so that I can be doing research while I'm building other stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to be doing these 4 so I can build those troops while I got all these other buildings that need to be upgraded. Okay, inners, outers, all that other stuff. So my next castle is going to be like a 3-day cook. Now, the gear issue. Okay, the daily deals today was one of those daily deals days where, look at here where it says 130 of the 100, that's 3,000 gold for 99 cents. Plus, if you got subscription, it's another 500. All right, and I've got subscription because subscription is very, very powerful. If you want the best money for dollars spent in this game, subscription, and then spend 99 cents over here. There's some other little one-offs that you spend money on that get you further up. We'll talk about those outside because that changes. All right. Now, the method of the madness here is don't try and rush that outer castle. Those guys who went in there and they bought the speed ups and the RSS because they didn't have enough time to farm it up. They just didn't. They had to buy it all. They spent $500-600 and they're 2 or 3 castles ahead of me. Well, guess what? I guarantee you they didn't buy it all. They went in there and they bought build gear, which cut down on their RSS cost, and they're doing some speed ups. But then they're buying alliance packs, and if you got 10, 15 spenders in one alliance who are buying alliance gifts, they're way down on this thing. You get a lot of speed ups out of the deal. And I will go show that. It's not a bad thing. Helps not only you, but everybody around you. There's Demon Hunter for $5. Super solid deal. But only if you can support it. You got to support it. It takes 4 rare frags to build each one of those. It also takes a whole bunch. You've seen where I had 20,000 of those parts that I was selling off in the Alliance, in the Hero store. Well, there's a reason I haven't sold off the other 80,000 of them, is because I needed to build gear with. So let's go down. Build gear. The $19 stuff is what I got on. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this new kingdom. I do know how to farm really fast, so I will be heading that direction. The $4.99 Savant gemstones inside the $4.99 gear is really kick butt. And a lot of people buy that $4.99 build gear just so they can put those gems you get from the hero store in it, and that will put 8 million power on your tune almost immediately from free gems and a $5 purple gear set that has 0 combat stats. The gems will add all the combat stats for you. And it'll get you really far along on gem day in the expedition. So you'll start doing to where you can buy, and I'll go over that in just a second, what you buy in the expeditions, that is. Okay. Silver bundle, iron bundles. We don't buy RSS. We learn how to build an account that can create its own. Now, if you're wanting to get further in the Catacombs faster, this level 5 sealed equipment design, one of those will get you to level 7. All right, you do not need to go crazy spending money on your tune there. Just one of those warrior spec. And I'll actually go over that in just a second too, because the patch got kind of confusing. But let me finish what I was doing here. These growth packages, don't touch those things. They are a waste of money. Speed up bundle. Did I miss the Alliance gift? They're right down here at the bottom. Grow stronger together. Ding, 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 ding. All right. We'll look at that. Now, the 99-cent deals for the 3,000 gold. Items. Store. Chests. Grade 5 designs. Okay, matter of fact, I'll just demonstrate that because it's something I do a lot. Okay, so they're 1650 gold. I just got 5 grade 5 designs. Go to chests, and we got to unlock them. This is a ridiculous second set of clicks for no good reason. It's not like I can give them away or sell them. Go to armory. There they are. Synthesize. Hat of Prophecy. Let's view that. Okay, so I will be putting on my Hat of Prophecy because it will increase my trading capacity and my construction speed by 17%. Now that's, I don't know if I mentioned that in the guard area. See right there? Blade Pascal took him to 13% because 17% faster construction. Okay. The trap constructions go faster, and the construction speed. He's a good green card. All right. Another good green card, Chancellor Seagal. Replace him. Now, two things you want on him. You want him to three. One, your troop load goes up. That is amount of troops that you need to farm a tile get reduced. So if your troop load goes up 33%, then your, and I don't know if you guys can hear the Harley gang next door to me here. That's just lovely. The nice to have money in a nice neighborhood to make it loud. Anywho, but your trading capacity, you can move 50% more goods to people. You can also use 33% fewer troops to farm a tile, which means you can do more tiles when you have more march slots until you get your troops caught up. So this is a good card as well, Chancellor Cigar. Now I blue 4-star blued out my Tureen. He's one of the more powerful blue cards in the game because, again, like I said, damage is a number we love. Damage, cavalry damage plus 15%, distance damage plus 18%. So as we add stats to our account, so that's why I didn't take my Lady Silver out there. Now, Lady Silver is really easy, really cheap, and you get that distance damage at 10% and the troop attack at 17%. Okay, and again, attack is our ability to hit. Damage is what they do when they do hit. Reason I'm not so concerned about that is I have gear that's already +1. And when it's +1, my troop attack has gone up 50%. So I'm a little bit ahead of 99% of the people in the kingdom. And I will just try and stay there. I'm not trying to be number 1 in the kingdom. I'm just trying to not be somebody's punk. And if I've got to step it up to back them off a second time, we will. We always got to deal with the drama people. So, and now we need to do more research. And I am working on what? These are fast. I'm working on the fast ones while I'm on and playing around is what I'm doing. If it's only a 40-minute timer and you click that and log off for 8 hours, you just lost 7 hours and 60 minutes. So on the research, do the same thing that we're telling you to do in the buildings, and that is, know how long you're going to be off for, how long you're going to play, manage your time so that you can manage your timers. And you will see your growth go up quickly. Okay, we're not talking about spending stupid money here. Although you just watch me spend some for you guys. Growth, actually chess. That's not it. And then somebody else bought one. All right, so now we can go back. Use, open, and Lord XP matters. These should be huge. I mean, we spent money. That should be like 4,000 or 5,000 or something. But it's when you buy the $4.99 one, and then it becomes a $9.99 one, and then it becomes a $19 one. The $19 ones have much bigger prizes in it, of course, because it's Alliance Level 3 gift. So we're going to build, and there we go. We are building traps now. All right. So If you have questions, ask me in Alliance chat. I know everybody loves the one-on-one. I know that from business. One of the worst things about my business is everybody knows I know what I'm doing and what I'm talking about, and all the customers want to talk to me. Well, I take the time to train my employees so that they know what they're talking about too. We do the same thing. I run my alliance like I run my business. My R4s, if they don't know, they know they can ask. Okay? I need them to know how to teach you. So when they don't know the answer, they know they're comfortable in asking the answer because I'm going to show them. I'm going to give them a link. I'm going to walk them through a video. I'm going to write an article on them because doing everything times 100 slows me down. Okay, I still want. I'm doing a lot of management stuff for the alliance, which eats into my time a little bit, but I still want to play the game. I want to enjoy myself and enjoy why I'm here. I'm not here and in charge because it inflates my ego. Uh, the I'm wanting a better team so that we can do better as a team. Uh, what will be good for my ego is us whipping other people's butts later down the road. So, uh, I am the gun muse. I I have people that like, as an example, so you understand why I do what I do. Uh, I go hunting with a single shot shotgun. You know, and it's a 1937 Winchester single shot shotgun. It's a kind of an expensive, snobbish gun. Uh, the but the I also buy $20 shells. Okay, and guys go, well, Walmart's got shotgun shells for $4. Oh, and I tell them, I was like, yeah, but it takes 6 shots with those cheap shells to kill one bird. Uh, Whereas with my expensive shells, I shoot once, something falls out of the sky. Uh, and my ego is worth the extra $20. So the and I say it that way because everybody thinks it's a joking thing, but it really is. I just know it's actually cheaper to spend the $20 than it is to spend the $4 because I'd have to buy that the same. It cost me $25 in shells to have the same result as what the $20 box cost me. So it's not like I'm trying to avoid spending money. It's knowing when I'm spending it, where and why, and how it's going to save me money down the road. Uh, the If that makes sense, it's just kind of the way I think. I'm always 3 or 4 or 5 steps ahead of myself, and sometimes can't even back off to explain it to others. But watch your timers. Hall of War, got to have that Hall of War up, guys. That way, when you start rallies, people will fit. Okay, so matter of fact, I need to get mine up because that'll be under my 12-hour timer. So I'll get that one up. One more things, and right now, mine's big enough to hold everybody that goes anywhere. But eventually, we'll get up to where you need that to be holding 1 million people. So pay attention, ask questions. The R4s are there to help. Most of the R4s were running their own alliances. Okay. Uh, if anything, that speaks volumes to what we are doing here. That basically you have the combined wisdom of about 6 alliances built right into our officer structure. Uh, and about that, I don't want R4s to seem like it's something that. Matter of fact, look at this guy. There's an R4 that hadn't logged on for 3 days. Uh, so I want the R4s to be knowledgeable. They're labeled as attackers, and this is a job title when we start doing teamwork stuff. Okay, the attacking people, the people that are they'll be more like a rodeo clown. They'll be chasing down big guys and keeping them at bay. It'll be more apparent when we start doing that stuff. And then tower teams are people that are going to guard the towers, keep people out of the towers, and score us points. You know, you're going to be the scorers. And then what I got labeled as rabbits, these are the people that just haven't gotten there yet. They're going to support the tower teams, and they're going to be in the way of the enemy because it doesn't hurt. It's one of those things where I need you to know your troop loss is not permanent. You're going to get auto healed at the end of the day. And then we got farms in here, and there's probably people in here that don't need to be in the farm status. But basically right now, I've got you in the farm status if you are under 3 mil in power, or your activity sucks. Or you're an actual farm. So Ishtar Sanctum, that's a farm. I don't know. She is just so low powered. I don't know what's going on there. It's really hard to not see growth off the 300,000 number. That is like day one growth. Okay, so I'm going to be paying attention to that. I hate to call you out on film like that, but it is what it is. I don't know what's going on there because I don't even see it active in chat. So it's not like she's just here BS with people. Just seems to be on and not doing anything. Okay. Maybe a spy. Some people start getting the cloak and dagger portion of this game a little too hyped, and frankly, I don't need to be in your alliance to know what you guys are doing. I can look from the outside and see who's doing what. But anywho, the dock. Okay. And subscription and smugglers. I run subscription and smugglers. Again, that's so that I can kind of race out ahead and do some protective work for the alliance. We have 2 months before the first king battle, which will be us battling other alliances for who's going to be king of the kingdom. You don't see me concerned with the way we're going. We are so far ahead of the curve. I am tickled. Do not let that we're at 13 and the alliance power number fool you, because everybody else is pumping and surging, and we are this steady ticking clock gaining on all of them, which is what I want to see. I've already got us figured out. We are doing a great job. Okay, guys, I'm going to upload this video for you. This is Don. Subscribe to the channel. It's my only love out there that I get is when we have subscribers. Like, share, put it on your Facebook, do those things. I don't put ads in these things. I'm not trying to monetize what I do. I know other alliances use my videos to train their workers, and which means it's working. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.